We are kicking off 2026 with a new launch with my own indie brand, Singe Beauty, and the launch is happening this Friday, January 23rd at noon Central Time. We will have a new launch at the singebeauty.com website. You can check out all the details down below in the description box. It is also my birthday. Happy 42nd birthday to me, and we are kicking off my birthday with this launch. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts about this. I can't wait to see what you're going to think about this one. If you want to be in the know about Singe Beauty, you can either sign up on the newsletter on our website or check out our Instagram. I would love to see you on our Instagram. We are sharing all the beautiful things that you are doing with our stuff. So we are going to be launching something that I've been working on really hard and something that you have been telling me, please, 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 can we have more blushes? So we're gonna be releasing more of the Evocative Silk Blushes, same beautiful formula, just 4 new colors, and these are gonna be things that you have been asking for. These are gonna be the things that you have been wanting. These are gonna be the same price as the original blushes, which is $18. We are not raising the prices, at least not right now. Inflation is out to get all of us, but we are doing our very best to keep the prices the same as they are. So these are still gonna be $18, and here are the new colors. We are releasing a lavender, a dark plum, a more beigey, peachy golden shade, and a cool tone pink. I'm wearing the cool tone pink on my cheeks today. Actually, let's start with this one, and I'll pull up some of the swatch pictures that we have the photographer doing. So this is a Likeable Lychee, same packaging as before. This is a soft touch cardboard packaging, and it also has the same beautiful wave embossing, the Singe wave embossing that our blushes have had from before. So this is Likeable Lychee, and as you can see, this is a cool tone pink with a slight purple undertone. It's kind of a cool tone mauve. I think this shade is beautiful, and I have been really getting into more cool tones for my cheeks, not only because I've been trying out these samples, of course, for a really long time, but also because I think there's been a lot of really beautiful and wearable cool tone shades on the market as of late, and I'm so excited to bring out more. These have the same formula, like I said, like the other ones, and this is the blush on my cheek today. No highlighter. It just has this beautiful glow to it. It is not shimmery or glittery or sparkly. It is just an above satin sheen. It is a sheeny blush. You can build them up. They're a sheer but very buildable formula so that you can sheer them out or build them up depending on what kind of intensity you want. That's what I love in the blush formula, where you're able to, like, you know, get the kind of pigmentation that you want, but if you want to go sheer, you definitely can. Then we have the beigey one. Oh my god, I love this shade so much, and I named it after something that I really love, and this is Classy Cloudberry. I am obsessed with a neutral blush. We do have a warm brown for a darker skin tone already on our website, that is Risky Raisin, and I decided to do one for lighter as well, and this is a beautiful beige. It has a slight peachy golden undertone. The sheen is absolutely stunning. I am obsessed with this shade. I've been wearing it so much. It is a beautiful all and done cheek color. If you want to have a more neutral cheek, absolutely been obsessed with this one. And then we have the dark shade, and this was actually slotted to be released with the original blush shades, but as a brand that's just starting out, I am an indie brand that is totally self-funded, and I just could not afford to bring out more shades. So I put this one in my next, and I was like, if I have a blush formula that people like and I get to release more colors, this will be the first one I do. I already have the name figured out back in, when did I release those blushes? 2024. I already knew it was going to be Pretentious Plum. Pretentious is one of my favorite English words. It just feels right in the mouth. I love being a little bit pretentious about things that you do. I am a big fan, and I knew that this was the color that I wanted. It is a deep plum, beautiful color. It has a little bit of a sheen on it. I can wear it. I have put this on a darker skin tone. I will show some pictures, like some campaign pictures that I did as well, and it's just an absolutely stunning plum shade. It, like, I'm obsessed with this shade, and like I said, this is the one that I've been working on the longest because I already knew that I wanted this one, and I'm so excited that it's here. I am obsessed with this shade. I love it. My most requested shade when I was gonna bring out like an expansion of blushes was, can you please bring out a lavender blush? So this is the lavender blush Fearless Fig in the Singe Beauty Evocative formula. Beautiful, silky, sheeny formula. It is stunning. I have been wearing this one. I've been putting this on my friend Lisa, who has a very fair skin tone. Looks incredible on her. This one is a little bit white base to get this lavender tone. So I'm just letting you know right now, this has some white base in it, but I love this color. I love a lavender cheek, and I love being able to put the lavender up here to really lift the cheeks. I've been absolutely loving it. So thank you so much for bullying me into doing a lavender shade. I am absolutely obsessed with it. I love it so much. So those are the 4 blush shades that we are going to be bringing out. We're also going to be changing the bundle option on the website to be the same as the lip liners that we released last time. So we're now going to have a build your own bundle option, the same as we do with the lip liners, and it's going to be all 8 different colors are going to be available to build your own bundle. So if you want to get one, you can get one, but if you want to get several, you're able to do a bundle and get a little bit of a discount. All of that information is going to be in the description box as well, and it's going to be live at the website when we are launching. And if this is the first time that you're hearing about my brand, I also did, of course, want to let you know that this is a cruelty-free and vegan brand. All the products on my website are cruelty-free and vegan, if that is something that you're looking for. We do answer quite a lot of questions in our FAQ on the website in case you want to be checking that up on like what's going on with the brand. We also have all the ingredients of the products live on the website so that you can check yourself the ingredients before you order if there's something you're allergic to or something that you're avoiding. We're trying to be 100% transparent because I know that's something that I appreciate when I am buying makeup online. The next thing that we're going to be releasing is, of course, a new eyeshadow palette. I am so excited that this one is finally happening, and this is the Succulent Dew palette. I have been working so long on this one, and I'm so happy it's finally here. I'm so excited about this one. I've been wearing it for a freakishly long time. And per usual with Singe Beauty, I think it's very important that the packaging matches the inside. Not only in the quality of the packaging, I think high quality packaging is important. Something that feels nice. We have a soft matte touch, and you can see the dewdrops on the succulents on the front, giving the succulent dew. I also love a fun and unusual theme. That's why this is what it is. And on the back of the palette and the box is going to be the same. You'll be able to get the same information as well that's on the website. I also think it's very important that the colors match the inside, because that's also something that I really love, and I am so excited about this palette. Clearly, I'm wearing it today. And I will have 2 looks at the end of this video if you want to get some inspiration of what you can do, but of course there's going to be more looks. I'm also really proud that we are still keeping this at $45 because, again, I don't want to raise the prices unless I absolutely have to. So this is what the palette looks like. All the shimmery shades are named after like water adjacent names, and all of the matte shades are named after different succulent. I thought that was really cute. We do have a lot of depth down here. We have a dark berry and a dark purple, and then we have like a blackened purple. I know in this lighting here, they basically look the same, but they are different, I promise, and I'm hoping the swatches show that as well. I knew that I wanted to create a palette that wasn't monochromatic, but that was just a few colors. So I really honed in on warm berries, cool tone purples, and some like turquoisey shades. I knew that that was the color theme that I wanted, and I didn't want to have any pops. I just wanted to have one more a color story that was harmonious and with no pops. You can do a monochromatic berry, you can do a monochromatic more turquoisey blue, and you can do a monochromatic cool tone purple if you want to. There are several shades to choose from. I also knew that I wanted to do something that goes from very dark with options to very light with options, so that you can get extreme contrast if you want to, or if you want to do an all light or an all like dark look, there are different shades to choose from and you don't have to pick just one. That's the idea I had with this palette. I am always having different visions, and I'm trying, of course, to listen to you of what you want as well. And I also want to make sure that not all of my palettes are following this very predictable pattern. I want to be able to bring out different things with every palette, and I'm just trying to be innovative with each launch, and I'm very excited about how this one is looking. This one is the typical 16-pan palette. As you can see, you have a very big mirror. All the Singe Beauty palettes does have a mirror in them. It is a big, high quality mirror. I've realized when I've been traveling or when I've been doing my makeup where I can't sit at my desk, that a good mirror in a palette, you know what, it actually makes a difference, and I want to make sure that our palettes are high quality. This palette has a pretty typical Singe Beauty ratio between mattes and shimmers. There is 10 mattes and there is 6 shimmers, and the shimmers are 1, 2, 3 very sparkly metallics. Loving this one. This is like a warm berry with silver sparkles. It's the shade that I have out here. Absolutely obsessed with it. Then you have a holographic duochrome. You have another like duochrome iridescent shade here. It's like a teal to a purple. Absolutely stunning. This is a topper shade with a clear base. You can build it on top of everything. This is the one that I have on the inner part here. Obsessed with it. And this is a purple to a pink Again, it's really beautiful and it ties into this entire palette. You can go cool tone, you can do warm tone, you can do a difference between the two. And I'm just really excited to be having this on the market. I'm excited about us keeping the same prices going into this year. And I'm hoping we'll be able to do that with the next releases that we're going to have as well. I also quickly wanted to touch on the fact that we did have a bit of a shipping break over the holidays, and the web shop is open again, and the EO1 is back in stock again. It's been out of stock for a while. It's back in stock again. So right now, I think most of the things, if not all things, are in stock on the website. If you were interested in that, we are very low on the Paisley Hoot palette though. I will be restocking it, but restocking a palette does take several months. So I'm just letting you know right now, we're very low on the Paisley Hoot. I also again want to mention that the reason we did take our shipping break is because we were changing warehouses. The last warehouse that we had was really quick, but unfortunately they were making mistakes and they were also upping their prices a lot, which meant that if we were keeping the old warehouse, I had to raise prices both on the products and on the shipping. And with this new warehouse, I am able now to keep the shipping as the same as it was in 2025, keep the prices of the products the same as they were in 2025. The only difference is that it's going to be shipped from a different location and the handling time will be a couple of days more than they were before. Before they were 48 hours, and now it's going to be up to 4 days. Some are of course going to be quicker. If there's a big launch, it might take 4 days, but just want to let you know about that if you were thinking things were a little bit different. But the shipping is the same as it was in 2025. We just had to change locations to be able to keep it that way. Again, I want to be completely transparent with you. I am a small business. I am the only investor in this business. I am the only full-time employee in this business. And I got to make smart decisions to be able to bring out good products at reasonable prices. So without further ado, please let me know if you have any more questions. I've been trying to pop up as many pictures that I have of the swatches and the different things that are going on here. Like I said, there's going to be 2 looks right now. I'm going to be filming more looks for sure. And also on the Singe Beauty Instagram, we always share looks and swatches that other people do. If you want to see it on even more skin tones or even more people, see what other creativity people are bringing out, definitely check out the Singe Beauty Instagram for that. All the details are gonna be in the description box. I'm so excited about the launch. It's happening this Friday, January 23rd, noon Central Time. All the details will be in the description box. Let's get into the 2 looks. This will be in look number 2. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here for the journey. And even if this is not the collection for you, just watching this video, giving it a like, maybe sharing it, maybe liking the pictures on Singe Beauty's Instagram, that is also support. So thank you so much for that as well. Now let's get into the looks. It feels so weird to be sitting down and filming the first look with the Succulent Dew. I am so freakishly excited. I've been clearly working on this for a really long time. And I also have, of course, 2 of the new blushes here. I have Fearless Fig and Pretentious Plum. Love the colors and I love the names. And it is, well, this is a sample that I've been using. It is the plum one. Love it. And then it is the lilac one. This is actually a brand new. Oh, and I am wearing Radical Rosewood lip liner with the Rare Beauty gloss in Beam. Love that combo. I've been wearing it so much. It's like the perfect like peachy but still defined lip. So I'm gonna go in with, of course, my favorite blush brush, which is the F06. It is perfect, and especially if you're going in with a little bit of a darker blush. And I'm just gonna be tapping a little bit, tap, tap, like this. And you can see it's on here. And I'm gonna put this higher up. And I'm just gonna tap in, and then I'm gonna build up, because this is definitely a deeper and more pigmented blush. So on my skin color, I do need to be careful to not overdo it. And then the lavender one, I'm putting that on top and also a little bit further down. And I've been wearing this lavender blush so much because I've been really loving a cool tone cheek like this. I'm actually going to break into a brand new palette because my sample palette has been worn and used. So I'm going to break into a new one and I'm going to play with the purples down here. And I'm going to start with Spiderwood. And I am going to do a little bit of a halo eye today. So I've just been working with this mid-tone purple, doing a little bit of a halo eye. I'm going to do the same with a pencil brush on the lower lash line too. Of course, all the brushes that I'm using are Singe Beauty. And if I didn't mention it in the beginning of the video, I haven't filmed that yet as I'm filming this. All the brushes are now back in stock. We did have a couple out of stock, But now every brush is back in stock again at the Singe Beauty website. I'm gonna do Fluffy EO3 and the more lavender shade, and I'm just gonna buff that ever so lightly on the edge and in the crease. Nothing dramatic, just to soften things up a bit. You can see it's just softening things up a little bit, not giving a lot of colors when it's going on this lightly with this fluffy of a brush. Now with an EO7, we are doing Opalina. And we are going to create some depth with this dark purple. Also under the eye. And in the inner part too. And also around the inner corner. This detail brush helps me not overdo it. And now same color with an EO5, and we are just going to blend this out in the outer corner, but we're gonna leave it defined in the inner corner. This is an easy way of doing a halo eye if you want it to be dark in and out, but you don't want it to be too overwhelming on the inner side. Just framing the inner corner with a dark color is enough to create the illusion without having to go overboard. And then we'll just do a little bit of the extra darkness out here. And then we'll blend it out. Let me see if I can find the brush for the Spiderworth. We'll blend it out on the outer. So it's like really dark and fun out here, but a little bit more controlled in the inner part. Now that we're like this, and honestly, this is a look on its own. Just a matte periwinkle on the lid here for an all matte look would be amazing. But I'm gonna do a little black on my waterline. There are several things that would really fit from this palette to go here now. You could do the holographic shade, you could do the iridescent blue to purple, you can do this purple to pink, or you can do any of the light matte colors. Would look beautiful as well. Even this turquoise would look really cool in the middle. I think for this video, I am going to be doing the purple to pink, and then we'll top a little bit of the iridescent on top. So I'm going to start in the outer part here, and I'm going to put the purple out here, and I'm just going to save a little bit in the middle for the iridescent shade, but I think this will look really good. I'm really liking how this is turning out. It's so cute. So this was the color drop, and this is the color drip. And we're doing this just in the middle. Look at that, like blue going to purple. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. I'm just patting it in the middle, and I'm just mixing it in with the other one and just gently fading it into the crease. Ooh, look at that. Big fan. And that is the look. I love it. It looks so fun and sexy, and it's colorful, but it's not maybe full on happy clown, which I'm not against, but also it is like a true purple, but not too bright. I'm really I mean, clearly I'm enjoying it. I did it, but I'm hoping that you got a little bit inspired and that you were able to see what we could create with this palette. I am gonna film some other things now, but you are gonna be able to see the second look right now. Okay, I'm ready to do my second look, and this is of course the look that I'm wearing in the intro that you just saw, and I'm gonna be putting on Like a Boliche, which is like a cool toned pink with a slight purple undertone, and I am gonna be putting that on my cheeks because I am looking to do, you can see I have a cool tone lip and I want to do a cool tone cheek. I have really been loving these cool tone shades. I'm building it up slowly but surely to just lift my cheekbones and just give a bit of a contrast to my pretty golden undertone. And this one also has, of course, the beautiful sheen. I'm just really into how it looks on the cheeks, just lifted and cool tone. And if you are more into cool tone blushes, which I know was something that you were asking for, that one might be for you. So now I am gonna be doing a look that I have been loving doing with this palette, like on my own, so to speak. And that is, I'm gonna be playing, oh my god, there is a long hair here. I'm gonna be playing with these 3 shades and these 2 shades, and I'm gonna be adding a little bit of this one. And it's gonna be warm meets cool, which you know is one of my favorite things to do. I'm going to be starting out with Astridia, and we are going to be putting that with an EO8 in the outer part of the crease. And since I have pretty hooded eyes here, as you can see, this is quite the hood, I am going to keep that one light so it can be light and lifted. So only to about half the eye, I'm going to be putting this shade. I'm starting to pack it on, and then with small circular motions, I'm going to be blending it out and softening it out. Again, not too close in. And this isn't like really the main color of the look, so I don't worry too much about like packing it on. I'm going to be using a little bit of Prenia, which is the more lighter pink, and I'm just going to buff a little bit on the edge to get the edge to be softer. And you can use this as either, depending on your skin tone, you can use this as an inner corner highlight, as a transition shade like I did, or as a lid shade or a highlight. It could be a bunch of different things depending on your skin tone. Let's do the same on the lower lash line too. I'm just starting with the darker shade for now. And then I want to dig into the periwinkle one. Now with the periwinkle Rabiea, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. It's the name of a succulent, okay, don't come for me. This is a mix between a blue and a purple, and it is very cool tone compared to the other shade. So we are going to be putting this one on the inner part of the eye. And you can see the contrast between the two. Very delicious. I'm also doing the same on the lower lash line. I'm going to be buffing this out and making sure they meet somewhat okay in the middle. And then with an EO5, which is a small blending brush, I'm doing the shade Live Forever, which is also a name of a succulent, which is very fitting because some of them do be living forever. And we are going to deepen up the crease with this one, taking it little by little, not packing on the brush, just doing little by little, and we're going to start building. Because we want the outer corner, to be deeper. And if you want it to be even darker, you can always start with the darkest shade. That's always a good idea. As you can tell, we're clearly having drama. I love me some good drama. I am doing an EO7, and I'm going to do Brownsia, which is the almost black. The almost black shade, and I'm going to line a little bit close to the lash line. Not all the way, but just like maybe like half. And I'm going to do a little wedge, as you can see, just doing a little wedge, not too like careful out here because I am going to be blending that out. And same here, just closest to the lash line, a little bit of the black and purple. And we're going to leave that like this for now because I will fix this later because I'm going to do some shimmers, of course, but I'm just laying that as a foundation for what's to come, basically. Now we're going to do some of the shimmers. We're going to do damp, and we are going to do drip. And we're going to start with damp, and I'm going to put that on an EO1, which is back in stock, by the way, if you missed it. And, oh, I love this shade. It's such a cool shade. It's like a warm berry metallic with silver shimmer in it, which just gives it a lot of, like, definition. I love it. And I'm putting that out here on the outer part of the lid. You can see the silver like shimmer in it. It's just such a cool shade. And I'm doing it a little bit into like the blue and just patting around. And then we're doing drip, which is the blue to purple iridescent topper. We're doing that on the side. Can you see how cool that is together? Big fan. I have been doing this look quite a few times in like different iterations with the same shades or adding something else. And I have absolutely freaking loved it every single time. So I'm gonna, of course, do the other eye too, but I'm going in with the almost black again. And I'm just fixing this little wedge now that we have the shimmer on. And then I'm doing the little blending brush, the EO5, and I'm doing a little bit more of the Live Forever, which is the berry purple. And you can see I'm now blending over that little darkness that we put in here. and just smooshing that out. So we get this. It's like almost an eyeliner, but it's made with shadow, and that's what the EO 7 is great at. Look at how cool that is. The look is almost done. I'm gonna do a little bit of Avonia. Of course, it is the pastel, like light blue in this palette. I just think it goes together with all these looks. It can either be harmonious together with the colors, or it can be a bright contrast to the more warm colors. I think that this could be so many fun things. And I did put in a little bit of micro shimmer in it. So it is a matte that has a little bit of a twinkle, which is something that I absolutely love myself. This will be the perfect contrasting color, I'm gonna be honest, on every skin tone. And I've even used this as a brow bone highlight when I was making a really dramatic look, and I freaking loved it. So as you can see, it's very pigmented. I do love a good pigmented pastel, and I'm just putting that in the inner corner for a little bit of added pastel brightness in this look. But again, it can be used in so many different ways, and if you want to see some suggestions, do let me know. Of course, we're going to be doing prance because it's going to be perfect with this look. I mean, you don't get to tell me that that is not absolutely perfect for that look. So that is the finished last look that I'm doing right now with the palette. I mean, clearly I'm going to be doing more looks because, I mean, I love this palette. I kind of made it, but I also am dying to see what you make with this palette. And I'm dying to see what the people that I sent this out to in PR are going to do with this palette. I cannot wait to see your creativity when it comes to the things that you are going to be creating with this palette. I cannot wait. I am so excited about bringing even more stuff out on the market. I'm excited about the future of Singe Beauty and the things that we are going to be releasing. And I would love to hear all your feedback down in the comments. Be nice. I worked really hard on this, but of course, keep it honest. And I'm also really excited because a bunch of things that you have been asking for is definitely gonna be released down the line as well. I just need to perfect things as well. But thank you so much for being here. Don't forget that the launch is happening this Friday, January the 23rd at noon Central Time. I'll put all the details down below. And if you want to stay in the know about Singe Beauty, please follow us on Instagram or sign up for the newsletter on our website. And I will be seeing you on Friday for the launch.